Get ready now. Breaking. The world will end in 25 years. Scientists' countdown has begun. This is a headline on one of these bald preppers, as I call them, because they're all bald. Not all of them, but the major wackos are bald. The Canadian ones, U.S. ones. And it just emphasizes my point. Anybody that believes the scientists are wacko to begin with, because the scientists are mad. Have you heard the mad scientists? You know, Bill Gates or the chemists or the ones who create LSD and all these psychopharmaceutical drugs to cure all your ills that they're taking themselves. The psychoanalysts, they're scientists too. They're all scientists. You got to be stupid to believe a scientist. For one thing, everybody thinks the earth is solid, right? You know, it's just packed. Earth's solid. It's not. It's all cavernous. There's only a top level of so many feet, and underneath it is caverns. The earth is all hollow. It's filled with. Don't believe me? Then go down in the Little Ray caverns, and it falls off into nothingness. The sea is of just a big empty hole with water in it. What's underneath that? Well, that volcano that's going to erupt that the scientists know nothing about, but is going to boil the sea, because that's what Yah says. And that's who I listen to for my information, not the scientists. So we'll see who's right. Any day now, we'll see who's right. But I'm going with the good Lord Almighty because it makes sense, because I can tell that evolution is a load of bullshit. Who in the world, with a fragment of a brain, thinks because there's no missing link, there's no skeletal evidence showing any apes, the Cro-Magnons, Neanderthals, of having any human characteristics, building cities or anything like this. You just have skeletal remains. And then you reason, if you're a moron like Darwin and the rest of the scientists, that followed on, laughing at people who believe in God, of course. Couldn't possibly be a God. Man evolved from salamanders to birds and all these other species. They came out of the water, the swamp gas. It was all random. Some electricity hit it. And they actually have university grants given to people to try to create the conditions of primordial life. Those are your scientists. That's where all your money is going, so that you can get better AI. And it can tell you that man evolved from apes. Look it up with ChatGPT. I'm sure they'll tell you everything true, because they know it. ChatGPT knows everything. And he'll write a book for you, and he'll make movies, and he's your best friend, and he'll metamorphose into a woman too, or a man, or whatever, or somewhere in between, with goat fins, fish, goat, whatever, scales. You want rubbery skin, you want whatever you want. Yeah, the scientists can do that. The satanic demons are what we're talking about. They're real. It's not a Hollywood epic. What are these aliens that are going to come down? You think there are aliens that come down from outer space, way in the distant galaxies? They have futuristic civilizations. Carl Sagan said so. The scientist, it must be so, because the chances of. How about there's a God in heaven and there's a Bible, and that all makes perfect sense, and it's an actual historical record. It's a historical record. It's a history book. But we don't believe the people from thousands of years ago. They're stupid. They're stupid. They don't know what the scientists know. The stupid people back in thousands of years ago, Moses, he was stupid. Just ask the animated Bible people who learn, who are in third grade, and that's how they talk. And that's the Christians. Because the Christians are morons does not mean there's no God. It just means there's a very active, satanic, lustful, hateful, envious, vain, slothful, gluttonous population. and that's all described in the Bible. Or you can read Dante's Inferno or any number of Christian texts that have fidelity with Scripture. Where it departs from Scripture, I don't pay it much mind, but where it has fidelity with Scripture, yeah, it's a very great description of hell and the circles of hell. All right, by a poet. There used to be poets back before Bob Dylan and Leonard Cohen and Frank Zappa, became the songwriter poets. Not only that, but they're also the novelists. Yeah, read. Oh, so are the sitcom people. And Steve Martin's a playwright, and they're funny. It's just funny stuff. Funny stuff.